Ladies and gentlemen, I'm honored to speak with you today about an intriguing and important topic: how the beloved blueberry, often rightly celebrated as a superfood, can become problematic when combined with certain other foods, drawing inspiration from Dr. William Li's insights. Will explore this phenomenon through the lens of nutrition science, particularly as it affects older adults. Even though blueberries are often celebrated as one of nature's most powerful superfoods containing abundant antioxidants, vitamins, and fiber, the concept of unexpected food synergy reminds us that no food exists in a vacuum. The human body is an intricate chemical environment, and the benefits we derive from food depend not only on the nutrients it contains, but also on how those nutrients interact with everything else we eat. This means that even a food as health promoting as the blueberry can have its effects altered, sometimes significantly, by being paired with the wrong companion foods. When we think about blueberries, we often imagine them as universally beneficial, rich in anthocyanins, which give them their deep blue color, brimming with vitamin C, vitamin K, and manganese, and loaded with dietary fiber. These compounds are known for reducing oxidative stress, lowering inflammation, and supporting cardiovascular and cognitive health. But these benefits don't occur in isolation. They're part of a chain of biochemical events in the body. When blueberries are consumed, the antioxidants must survive the digestive process, be absorbed into the bloodstream, and then exert their effects on cells. Along the way, anything else in our meal can influence how effective they are. Sometimes the effect is positive. Other foods can enhance absorption or work synergistically with blueberries to produce a stronger health benefit. But other times the interaction can be negative. Certain foods contain proteins, enzymes, or chemical compounds that can bind to blueberry antioxidants and neutralize them, preventing them from reaching the bloodstream. Some foods might slow down digestion in ways that cause blueberries' nutrients to degrade before they can be absorbed. Others might trigger chemical reactions that alter the structure of blueberry polyphenols, making them less bioavailable. This is what makes the concept of unexpected food synergy so important. Foods are not just good or bad on their own. Their impact is also determined by their partners on your plate. In the case of blueberries, the wrong combination can lead to a loss of health benefits, and in some cases, the creation of compounds that may irritate the digestive tract or promote inflammation, effects that can feel toxic in the sense of being counterproductive to health. For example, when certain dairy proteins bind with blueberry antioxidants, the resulting complex is not as easily absorbed by the body. This means that even though the blueberry still contains all its beneficial compounds, those compounds may pass through the digestive system unused. Similarly, some fruits or vegetables contain enzymes such as ascorbate oxidase, which can degrade vitamin C in blueberries, reducing one of their most potent immune-supporting effects. In addition, highly acidic foods can sometimes destabilize anthocyanins, the very pigments that make blueberries powerful against oxidative damage. These effects are subtle and often invisible in the short term, which is why they can be misleading. You may not notice anything bad happening after eating blueberries with an incompatible food, but the nutritional loss is happening behind the scenes. Over time, especially if these combinations are eaten frequently, the missed benefits can add up. This is particularly important for individuals who are relying on blueberries for specific health outcomes, such as older adults seeking cognitive support, people with cardiovascular concerns, or anyone aiming to manage inflammation naturally. What's even more fascinating and a little humbling is that food synergy is not always predictable by common sense. Just because two foods are healthy individually doesn't mean they will enhance each other when eaten together. In fact, the healthiest-looking combinations can sometimes cancel each other's benefits. This is why nutrition science emphasizes the context of eating, not just the nutrient label. Understanding unexpected food synergy doesn't mean we need to fear mixing foods or become overly rigid in our eating habits. Instead, it means we can make informed choices that maximize the benefits of the foods we value most. In the case of blueberries, This might mean avoiding certain pairings known to reduce their potency, and instead choosing partners that work in harmony. It's about making the most of what nature offers by respecting the delicate chemistry that turns nutrients into health. In short, the lesson here is not that blueberries can suddenly become harmful in the dramatic sense, but that their health-promoting power can be muted, or even inverted, by the wrong combinations. When we eat, we're not just feeding ourselves individual nutrients, we're creating an entire biochemical environment in the body. The art of nutrition lies in shaping that environment so that every bite works for us, not against us. Blueberries have the potential to be extraordinary allies in that process, but only if we let them shine without the interference of poorly matched partners. As people age, their bodies undergo a series of gradual but significant changes that can make them more sensitive to the effects of food combinations, both positive and negative. The same plate of food that a 25-year-old might eat without consequence can affect a 65-year-old quite differently. This is because the digestive system, metabolism, and even the immune response naturally shift over time, changing how nutrients are processed and how the body responds to them. When it comes to blueberries, these changes mean that seniors may experience greater impact from interactions that would barely register in a younger person. One key factor is the slowing of metabolism. As we age, the body's ability to break down and absorb nutrients becomes less efficient. The digestive tract produces fewer digestive enzymes and stomach acid, which means food isn't always broken down as completely as it once was. For a food like blueberries, which contains delicate antioxidants and polyphenols that need to survive the digestive process to be effective, this can already pose a challenge. When these nutrients are then paired with another food that interferes binding to them, degrading them, or slowing their absorption, the resulting loss can be more significant for an older adult. Another factor is the increased likelihood of nutrient deficiencies in seniors. As the body ages, it often needs more of certain vitamins and minerals, like vitamin D, calcium, and B12, while simultaneously becoming less efficient at absorbing them. This makes it even more important for every nutrient to count. If blueberries are eaten for their vitamin C content or their role in reducing oxidative stress, it's vital to ensure those benefits aren't accidentally diminished by the rest of the meal. A younger person might compensate for a poor food pairing simply by having a stronger nutrient reserve or faster recovery, but older bodies often don't have that same margin. The immune system also changes with age, a phenomenon sometimes called immunosenescence. This natural weakening of immune function can make the body more vulnerable to inflammation, infection, and disease. Since blueberries are valued for their anti-inflammatory and immune-supporting compounds, seniors may be depending on them to help maintain resilience. If those compounds are reduced or neutralized through poor food pairing, the missed opportunity for immune support can be more consequential. It's not just about losing the antioxidant boost in a single meal. It's about losing one more small defense in an already changing system. Beyond these internal factors, older adults are also more likely to be taking medications. Many common drugs, from blood pressure medicines to blood thinners, have known interactions with certain foods. While blueberries themselves are generally safe, the wrong food combination could potentially alter how the body processes both the food and the medication. Even if the interaction isn't directly dangerous, it might subtly reduce nutrient absorption or cause digestive irritation, which can be more troublesome in older age. Taste and appetite changes can further complicate the picture. Seniors sometimes eat smaller meals either because of decreased appetite or difficulty chewing and swallowing. When meals are smaller, each bite carries more nutritional importance. There's less room for wasted potential. If someone is intentionally adding blueberries to their diet for brain health, heart protection, or joint support, they'll want to make sure that every serving delivers the maximum benefit possible. Not a reduced version due to an ill-suited pairing, The heightened sensitivity in older adults is also about how the body responds to digestive stress. While a younger person might feel no discomfort from an acidic or enzyme-rich fruit combination that degrades blueberries' antioxidants, an older person might experience bloating, mild heartburn, or changes in bowel habits. These small but persistent discomforts can discourage healthy eating over time, creating a cycle where nutrient intake drops further. In essence, the age-specific risk is not about blueberries suddenly becoming bad for seniors. Rather, it's about recognizing that in the later decades of life, the balance between nutritional benefit and nutritional loss is more delicate. Small changes like choosing the right pairing for a nutrient-rich food can have a proportionally larger impact on overall health and well-being. This is why awareness of food synergy becomes even more valuable with age. By understanding how certain combinations affect nutrient availability and digestion, older adults can fine-tune their diets to preserve the full power of their healthy choices, making every meal a tool for vitality rather than a missed opportunity. The idea that certain food combinations can make blueberries less beneficial comes down to the mechanisms of how their nutrients work inside the body. Blueberries are packed with compounds like anthocyanins, flavonoids, and vitamin C, which act as antioxidants, fighting oxidative stress and supporting a range of bodily systems. But these compounds are not invincible. They can be altered, blocked, or even broken down before the body gets a chance to use them. The foods we pair with blueberries can influence these processes in three main ways: by neutralizing their antioxidants, disrupting nutrient absorption, or triggering digestive and inflammatory responses. Neutralizing antioxidants often happens when other foods introduce compounds that bind to or chemically alter the antioxidants in blueberries. For example, certain proteins found in dairy products can attach to polyphenols, changing their structure so that the body cannot absorb them effectively. While this binding doesn't make the food unsafe, it means the very compounds that give blueberries their health reputation may pass through the digestive tract unused. Another example involves specific enzymes in some fruits and vegetables, such as ascorbate oxidase, which can degrade vitamin C. When blueberries are combined with these foods, the antioxidant content can be reduced before it ever reaches the bloodstream. Disrupting nutrient absorption is a slightly different process. The body has specialized transport systems to move vitamins, minerals, and phytochemicals from the digestive tract into the blood. These systems can be overwhelmed or blocked when certain foods compete for the same pathways. For instance, foods high in certain fibers or tannins may interfere with the absorption of minerals like iron, while excess fat in a meal might slow gastric emptying to the point that sensitive compounds like anthocyanins start breaking down. In the case of blueberries, pairing them with foods that either bind to their compounds or create digestive delays can mean fewer antioxidants make it into circulation, and therefore fewer health benefits are delivered. The third mechanism, digestive and inflammatory responses, can have a more immediate effect on how the body handles blueberries. Some combinations may lead to excess acidity in the stomach or fermentation in the gut, which can alter the chemical environment where digestion happens. A too acidic environment, for example, can destabilize anthocyanins, reducing their antioxidant potential. Similarly, when certain sugars or starches are paired with blueberries, they can feed gut bacteria in a way that leads to gas, bloating, or inflammation. For individuals with sensitive digestive systems, especially older adults, these reactions can not only cause discomfort but also discourage regular consumption of blueberries, indirectly reducing their overall health contribution. It's important to remember that these mechanisms are not always obvious in everyday eating. You won't see the antioxidants disappearing from your plate, nor will you necessarily feel an immediate negative effect from the combination. The impact is often subtle, cumulative, and tied to the frequency of the pairing. Over time, if blueberries are repeatedly eaten with foods that block or degrade their beneficial compounds, the body may not experience the same protective effects that regular blueberry consumption is known for, such as improved vascular health, better memory function, and reduced inflammation markers. Interestingly, these same mechanisms work in the opposite direction when blueberries are paired with compatible foods. Some foods enhance antioxidant absorption by stabilizing the compounds or by providing complementary nutrients that work together in the body. This is why understanding the mechanisms of harm also points the way to better pairings. For example, certain plant-based fats can help carry polyphenols through digestion more efficiently, while vitamin E-rich nuts can act alongside blueberries' vitamin C to strengthen antioxidant defenses. In essence, the way blueberries interact with other foods is a matter of chemistry and biology working hand in hand. Their beneficial compounds are delicate and need the right environment to do their work. Neutralizing antioxidants, disrupting absorption, and triggering inflammatory responses are all ways in which the wrong pairing can diminish the fruit's impact. By knowing and respecting these mechanisms, we can preserve the integrity of blueberries' nutrients and ensure they deliver the benefits that make them such a celebrated part of a healthy diet. Knowing that blueberries can lose their nutritional potency when combined with certain foods gives us the opportunity to make better choices, not just to avoid harmful combinations, but to create meals where every ingredient works in harmony. Guiding healthy choices in this context means being intentional with food pairings so that blueberries' antioxidants, vitamins, and fiber can deliver their full range of benefits. It's not about fear or restriction, it's about understanding how different foods interact in the body and using that knowledge to design meals that nourish rather than negate. The first step in making better choices is identifying what foods enhance rather than hinder the benefits of blueberries. For example, pairing them with sources of healthy fats like walnuts, almonds, or chia seeds can improve the absorption of fat-soluble compounds. While most of blueberries' antioxidants are water-soluble, certain plant-based fats help protect these delicate compounds during digestion and make them more available to the body. A breakfast of blueberries with a handful of nuts or a smoothie blended with flax seeds creates an environment where the fruit's nutrients are better preserved and more easily absorbed. Another strategy is combining blueberries with foods rich in complementary antioxidants. Vitamin E from nuts, seeds, and avocado works synergistically with the vitamin C in blueberries, creating a stronger defense against oxidative stress. Similarly, foods rich in selenium, like Brazil nuts, can help the body regenerate antioxidants that have already been used in fighting free radicals. In this way, instead of competing for absorption or degrading one another, the foods actively support each other's function. Beyond nutrient synergy, it's important to consider the digestive environment. Choosing low-acid, gentle foods alongside blueberries helps prevent the breakdown of their anthocyanins during digestion. Pairing them with plain Greek yogurt or plant-based yogurt alternatives can provide probiotics that support gut health, which in turn improves nutrient absorption overall. This is particularly helpful for older adults whose gut microbiota diversity may be reduced. A balanced gut environment not only improves digestion, but can also enhance the bioavailability of blueberries' beneficial compounds. Meal timing and composition also matter. Eating blueberries as part of a balanced meal, rather than with foods that overwhelm the digestive system, allows the body to process their nutrients more effectively. Too much refined sugar or excessive fat from processed foods can disrupt this process, making it harder for the body to utilize antioxidants efficiently. Choosing whole, minimally processed foods to accompany blueberries helps maintain steady digestion and a favorable nutrient absorption window. It's also worth thinking about variety. While it's tempting to eat blueberries the same way every day, rotating their pairings can help ensure a wider range of nutrients are being absorbed and reduce the risk of repeating harmful combinations. One day they might be in a spinach and walnut salad, another day blended into a smoothie with banana and oats, and another sprinkled over steel-cut oats with pumpkin seeds. This variety keeps the diet nutritionally balanced and supports different systems in the body over time. Finally, guiding healthy choices isn't just about the individual, it's also about sharing the knowledge. Many people simply assume that all healthy foods work well together, but as we've seen, that's not always the case. Educating family members, caregivers, and friends about how to pair blueberries thoughtfully can help create a supportive environment where healthy eating becomes a shared habit. This is especially valuable for seniors who may depend on others for meal preparation and can benefit from having caregivers who understand the principles of food synergy. By making intentional decisions about what we eat with blueberries, we preserve and even amplify their health-giving properties. Every pairing is an opportunity either to dilute their impact or to strengthen it. When we choose combinations that enhance antioxidant stability, improve nutrient absorption, and maintain a healthy digestive environment, we allow blueberries to reach their full potential as a superfood. In this way, guiding healthy choices becomes less about restriction and more about empowerment, ensuring that each meal is a step toward better health rather than a missed opportunity.